Okay, so I know I said I was effectively retiring from YouTube, but that's not necessarily true. This is just one cheeky little video for you guys, but I'm also going to be making videos over on the Catalyst podcast channel. Link is below in the description. Anyway, here's what I'm here to talk about. So like many people who grew up in the 90s, and some people of course grew up in the 80s, I love the Ninja Turtles. I absolutely adore them. Okay, yeah, the 80s cartoon has not held up well, but they're amazing characters. They are funny. They are action-packed. They are totally tubular and all that nonsense. The trailer has finally landed, the teaser trailer specifically, for the Michael Bay produced Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film. Teenage Mutant being very small at the top of the title card. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's like they don't want to let you know about the first part in case it's not cool anymore to be a teenager. Why do I keep doing this? I'm not sure. Those of us who were wondering what was going on with this film are finally getting some answers. This is the first glimpse we've had that wasn't a leaked picture of a toy or a fancy dress costume or a tidbit from the set. It's also the first time that we've not been given this in a weird sugar-coated, well, anti-sugar-coated way through Michael Bay, where he tells us all to chill out because everything's cool, he's not going to mess with our beloved creations, after of course they're telling us they were going to be aliens. In this trailer we learned that the Shredder, or at least the version of the Shredder that William Fichtner is going to be playing, created the Turtles with April O'Neil's dad. So all of a sudden April O'Neil's Peter Parker and William Fichtner is Eddie Brock Sr. and this is Ultimate Spider-Man. I don't know how I feel about this. In a movie it's always easy to bring things together. If you have a storyline that ties your villain and your hero together in a simplistic way, then it's going to work out for the movie, but this is pretty heavy stuff. I mean, already Shredder is clearly not a Rogusaki, or at least on the surface he doesn't appear to be a Japanese ninja, he appears to be an American businessman. So already they're tampering with the whole backstory and the villain's story a little bit. Now we find out that the Shredder had a hand in creating the Turtles. Maybe it'll all become clear when we speak to Splinter. Like, we should arrange a hookup. We'll get him on Skype, we'll do a live session, do a live stream, find out what's going on, because he'll let us know. Talking to a giant rat on Skype. As for the trailer itself, the beginning of it is just Transformers. You could take the Turtles out of that trailer and it is just Transformers, and that is a massive shame because it means we're not getting a fresh feel for these guys. They're not earning their very own movie. They're essentially getting the Michael Bay 80s movie franchise brought to the modern day template, and that sucks. Because I don't know if you're aware of this, but the Transformers movies suck. Like, they're really bad. And if you disagree with me, that's fine, but you're wrong. You can argue down in the comments, but you are wrong. Alright, maybe number one was okay, but that's not the point. The only good Transformers movie is the animated movie, alright? That's the only good Transformers movie. I disagree. But then as the trailer goes on, we get to see glimpses of the Turtles themselves, and that is nice. These guys look great. I know we had initial fears, but I think they look amazing. That shot when Leonardo just thuds into frame and stares down at April, he looks badass, and that is fine. Because I love the Henson Turtles, the Jim Henson Muppet Turtles from the 90s movie. I really like the 90s movie. Hey, I even like the 2007 animated fourth sequel to that film. I don't really like Secret of the Ooze and the other one that much, but you know, 1 and 4 I quite like, and I'm totally fine with the redesign of the Turtles in this film. That's great. That is cool. I have no problem with that whatsoever, and I keep scratching my face because my eczema's flaring up with excitement. The only turtle-y moment, stop it! The only turtle-y moment that actually happens in the trailer for me is Mikey at the end, Michelangelo, when he confronts April O'Neil. And again, if you haven't watched this, link in the description. Like, watch it and then watch this. What's wrong with you? Is when he goes up to April O'Neil and he's like, he lands in front of her and she goes, and he says, whoa, whoa, don't worry about it. It's just a mask. And he takes the mask off and it's like, see, that's all it was, and she faints. That's quite a nice moment. When I say April O'Neil, I actually just mean Megan Fox, because it is just Megan Fox at the moment. It's not April O'Neil, it's Megan Fox. Don't get it. I really don't get it, guys. I don't fancy her. She's got a toe thumb. A thumb that looks like a toe. Nothing wrong with that, but just sort of shatter the bombshell thing a little bit. I've got a club foot. That only aids the nerd image. So, to each their own. Want to see my sexy club foot and the scars I've got up my leg from the operations I had as a child? No, where are you going? Don't leave, don't leave. I haven't got your number. I will say this, the Turtles are not my biggest passion. Batman, Spider-Man, and the films of Kevin Smith, they're my passions. But if they can just capture the spirit of what makes these guys so beloved in any way, then that'll be cool. If they miss it completely, someone needs to slap some kind of restraining order on Michael Bay and his entire production crew from ever adapting an 80s cartoon into anything ever again. Maybe we should do that anyway. If you want a few more extra tidbits about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, in the description I'll have a link to a Screen Junkies video where some experts talk about it, as well as interview the screenwriter of the movie who gives you a few little tidbits and maybe a little bit of info on whether Bebop and Rocksteady might be part of it. Not only that, if you look down there is a link to the channel I'm now contributing to, Catalyst Podcasts. We've got a video up there at the moment, there's another one coming very soon. Podcasts are out and free, Temple of Nerd, full screen, we do them all the time, they're on iTunes, you can get them for free whenever you like. And from time to time, I'll be putting something new on here. So do keep your eyes peeled. Alright, love you loads. Say bye, Michelangelo. Like, totally bye, dudes, or something. I don't do the voice. I'm not a voice actor. Okay, I am. Just go away.
They're the world's most fearsome ninja teens. Unless you're in the UK, in which case it was Fighting Teens, and the show was called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, because for some reason, British broadcasters thought that ninja sounded too violent, despite the fact that the show was full of ninjas. Random trivia for you. I have far too many toys for a grown man.